my fancy notes. I have here 8.5 by 8.5 all the way around. The only difference is that each corner is going to be 1.5 cut out. I did this in my fancy notes, you know. You got to get fancy when you're doing a honeydew, you know. This is a honeydew. So anyways, those are my notes, and I'll show you what I'm using for the wood. You will be needing some of these tools if you have them around the house. You'll see plants right here like this, or maybe a vice grip like this. Just to smooth out the edges when you're done cutting. Your little measuring tool and your handy pen. Epale! This is not writing. I gotta go get another one. Sometimes they just don't work when you want them to. When you get the pen, you could test it, you know, some paper before you bring it, or you can do what I did. I tested it on my hand, so I know it works. But there it is. Okay, so I got everything I need. I got my saw, my electric, got my safety glasses on. Okay, I got another piece of wood. This is the one that I used for my other YouTube channel, the one that was dispersed camping. I used this as my base for my bed. I won't be making another trip anytime soon, and if I do, I'll buy another piece of wood. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is measure the 8.5 one way. Do it this way. Point. 8.5. Hold on, 8.5 over here somewhere. 8.5. So now this way, 8.5. This way would be somewhere here. Okay, now I'll get my straight edge. Now place it here, even 8.5. Let's see from that point to this point, 8.5, and 8.5 from here to there. See it better? So now, once I have one done, I can always come back and trace the other one. So now I'm doing 1.5. And that's my 1 and 1/2. 1 and 1/2. Yes. I'll do the same thing up here. As you see, I got already the 1.5 on each corner and 8.5 by 8.5. I won't worry about that hole. I can always plug it. But once I cut this, I use this as my template to cut the next one. Alright, let's do it. You want to make sure when you cut that you're not going to cut See where it cuts? You don't want to go and cut and get too close, so you got to bring it out a little bit. And you have support. You know you're not going to cut the wood underneath because you already know you're too far from it. And either way you go, you don't cut into that wood over there. Then you get a clamp. Those two clamps will be everything we need. It's sturdy enough, so that will work. I'll cut it all the way around. Now it will be clear. Each one of those will be open for me to, I'll reclamp it and just cut and cut. Cut and cut. And we'll be done. All right. No, it's clear. The wood is over here, so I am clear. Nothing underneath it. All right, here we go. You want to line up this with a line, and you know you're going to hit. When this, you know you're going to hit there. You can lift this if you like. You don't have to. There's a safety button on the side that gets you started, and then you press the trigger. So if you do this, if you don't push that, it won't go. All right. Line up. Okay, now that you got it cut, use cut, 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 and you have one. Okay, now it's plenty far away from the wood, so I don't have to worry about cutting into that wood. There's two ways to put the clamp. You can put it like this. It gets out of your way a little bit better than this one. So this one I may hit it. Pretty sturdy with one clamp, so I want to leave it like that. My guideline. Now I have a guideline. All right, there we go. I'm only going to cut through here though. As you can see here, I have little pieces I gotta cut. I gotta cut those. Now I want it a little wider on both sides and round off this a little bit. So I'm gonna file this down so that it's not so choppy. File it down right there on both sides. Then I'll do the same thing on that side. Now I got this router machine, and I put this bit here that will cut the roundness that I need. So this will be all I'm going to need right here. So safety switch right here, turn on. As you can see, my second one came out prettier than my first ones because I already did it once, so it was easier for me to do it. Let's go test it. That works. I'm gonna have to make another one up there. All right, my template. I'm ready for another one. So now I got both. I just need to reinforce this one right there with wood. But that's pretty much the way it will look.